Right, well, I made an absolute fool of myself. I had recorded and well, just recorded. I was checking going to turn off the audio, and I realized, oh fuck, I never selected my microphone, so it was trying to record off the Elgato sound, which wasn't working or anything like that. I don't even know what that does, to be perfectly honest. I've never used it. So yeah, I have to record this again. But One Piece chapter 1037 just released, and it was a fucking amazing chapter. Oh my god, I was like, I was like, yes, let's go. We're getting a really good Kaido fight. Let's go. But before we get into talking about Kaido real quick, I do want to talk about the whole world government stuff and Zunisha. So, for one, turns out Zunisha looks like it's a fucking devil fruit. What is it? The Island know me? Fucking turtle, big huge turtle. Is that like how it's supposed to be? And he awakened it and he turned into a big massive elephant, or like that. Like that was the awakening. He just grew a fucking long nose. That would be fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, that's really cool though to see because we're getting more information on different devil fruits, which the Gorosei don't know, which is very interesting. I'll tell you why now in a minute. But the fact that the Gorosei don't know much about Zunisha or that devil fruit for a certain fact is that must mean at this point that Gorosei have shifts. Like as in there's a certain lifespan for a Gorosei, then they're replaced. You know what I mean? But the key thing here is it wasn't just the youngest person who didn't know anything about it. It was the eldest looking one as well. So which makes it seem like this is something that none of the new Gorosei actually know about, which is extraordinarily interesting because that leads to potentially learning from the Gorosei but not learning everything, which is quite annoyingly interesting. There's a lot to be said. Samurai Gandhi doesn't appear in this chapter, so Big L. You know, I love myself some Samurai Gandhi. You know, Nidai Katetsu number 4691 does the little onigiri cutting slash. All right, no, but no Zoro in this chapter either. So no AKK love, but not going on about that today. But there's a lot to be said. This leads to much speculation. To be honest, in my head, I feel like this could lead to the idea that they're not allowed to mention Emu because they mention it when they talk about it. You could say they don't have shifts and it's just Emu, like put it down as a devil fruit, but they don't want to refer to him by name for whatever reason. They don't. They're like they may not be allowed. It's like you dare speak his name, you are defiling his name. It's kind of like how you know the way like an older generation they don't like you to say Jesus Christ because it's like you're saying the Lord's name in vain. It could be something like that. So maybe it's not a shift thing, and it's just big big man emu, big man emu isn't allowed to have his name spoken. So I'll be shut down now by Emu Sama very quickly, sadly enough. But it's very interesting to see. There's a lot to be said about it, to be honest, and how it might affect the story coming forward. Now, as many people were theorizing, I still think Momonosuke called Zunisha because we haven't got back to him in a couple chapters now, and it's possible he did it unconsciously when he was talking to Luffy in 1014, or maybe it was off screen. I don't know, but I think this confirms the fact that sadly, if this is Momonosuke, I don't think Yamato's coming with us. Sadly, um, I'm so sad. Honestly, I can't tell you how sad I am at this point. If this is Momonosuke's doing, and this late in the game, Momonosuke's coming with us to the end of the Grand Line. So that definitely means that poor El Yamato isn't coming. So come on, let's say our condolences. Get get your praying. Start praying. Give your condolences to all the Yamato for Nakama fans because this is it. Uh, this is it. It's been a fun ride. Goodbye. Goodbye. Because that I don't know what's going on, lads. That's it. That's it. I think that's it. If this is Momo's doing, that is definitely it. It's sad. It is because I wanted Yamato to join the crew, but we move on. Let's go. Luffy Kaido fight, which is now what I'm going to talk about because there's a lot we could say about Zunisha, but I'm going to cover that in a later video. Um, I love this fight. So far, I'm really enjoying this fight because it just feels like a pre-time skip fight. I don't know how to explain it, but to me, it just feels like a pre-time skip fight, and I love that vibe from it. Luffy, just all his movements and whatever way they're drawn, they just feel so, I don't know, agile and energetic in a way I haven't seen from the post-time skip very much besides the Katakuri fight. And even that, I never read the Katakuri fight. I only watched it. So I can't say how the manga did it. And I heard people didn't like the manga as much. But then the anime was fantastic in this fight. So I'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this is definitely shaping up to be one of my favorite fights in Onigashima. If not only surpassed by the king or the queen and Sanji fight. Solely because of because of Sanji's statements about no bathhouses anymore and we get rid of that fucking gag. I hate that gag so much. So once we get rid of that, that's my favorite fight in Onigashima. I'm sorry. He crushes the raids too. Good fucking rinse. Alright. Oh no, I am excited though. This fight is just, it's very fun. And the name, I love the Rock name in this game. I gotta be real. I don't know why. It could just be because, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but Luffy got those gains, bro. Luffy just be fighting off the Rock every day of the week. He's like, all right, let's go, Conqueror's Hockey Clash. Every time there's a tornado, like they don't even split the skies. Their clashes are so tough that it just creates tornadoes and like shit. I think that's gonna be the next level. Like it's gonna cause like clashes cause natural disasters or some shit. I could definitely see that happening, like the next level. Like once you get above a certain point, your clashes cause natural disasters. I feel like that's like the next level of Conquerors clashing. That'd be cool as well, to be honest. That'd be real fun. There's so much to be said though. There's like it's so versatile now. I love the hockey power system as a whole. I can talk about that for hours. How I love how it's all about your will. So realistically, if you train your will and like believe in yourself strong enough and have such a strong will, like you don't have to be physically strong. You could literally, if you were like a hockey expert, you could literally from afar like just fucking knock people out, which is so cool. Like a will, having a power system based on the will of the user and like it's just fantastic. I don't know how to describe it. It works so well for people where it's like, and it works so well. I just love it because it's like it's the type of system where it's like you see these people, they're like leaders. They can rely on their own strength and they work to strengthen themselves up, but they also rely on others. But it doesn't make their hockey any weaker, which is a good message, by the way. Off the top of my head, but I just love that power system. I could talk about that power system for hours. Yeah, but this fight just it gives me pre-time skip vibes. Even when he's like he's going to hit Kaido right during the fight, and he jumps over like his arm, I think it was, because he went back to high grade after doing Dragon for a bit, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you, you dumb," and then it cuts off. But like he hits him while he's upside down, so he's like this, and he goes like that, and then he's like doing this goofy ass smile like this. Like that, right? This real goofy ass smile, yeah. And it just gives me like pre-time skip vibes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I really loved it. Kaido is fantastic. I must say, Kaido, Oda never misses a beat with Kaido. He's always just so badass as well as just being so depressing and joyful, and it's just that mix of like those three personality traits makes him a really entertaining fighter to watch. Not only that, but character as well. You just get the vibe of a broken man trying to relive his younger years, and I like that, to be honest, in a villain, because we got a lot of self-centered villains in recent arcs. So having a broken villain it's kind of cool to see, especially for One Piece. I'm really excited to see how Oda actually handles it with the backstory and stuff, because we haven't seen that much in terms of Oda with villains. So it's extremely interesting. Also, Kaido switches very quickly between his hybrid and dragon form in this fight, which could lead to people saying people like it's instantaneous. You know, he has such an understanding of his fruit that it's like he doesn't have to. He just it's instantaneous because he's different forms from one panel to the next, which is very interesting. Very interesting to see. Speaking of, the coloring panels this week were also fantastic. Big props, big props. Um, oh yeah, fantastic chapter. I don't know how he's doing it. He's doing 10 out of 10 chapters every single bloody week. Oh, the drunken. Actually, speaking of Kaido, right? The drunken attacks, and he's like, he has his head back like this. And he has Luffy's real dumb smile, and he's like, drunken Bagua or some shit, and it's like the funniest shit. He's like, and he zooms in on his face. He does neck back, and he has this really stupid smile. It's so funny. So funny. Oda draws people smiling in a way that I can't describe. It's just so well drawn, and that's like his best. His best art is when people are smiling, and I think he definitely showed it off in this fight. I feel like this theoretically will be the best fight in Onigashima because it just feels right. You know what I mean? It feels right. I feel like it's the time. I don't feel like Luffy's losing or anything like that. I feel like it's the time, and yeah, I'm very happy about this banger chapter. It leaves so much to discuss this week, to be perfectly honest, with Zunisha and the world government and Kaido as a whole. So, yeah, with that being said, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And unfortunately, because I got up for yous, I got out of my bed for you, so I don't have tea right now. I'm going down to get it right now. But I'll see you all next time, yeah? Have a good day.